Our Kelsey Anderson is looking at more impacts of the pandemic. She spoke with a local mother who's frustrated because her husband can't come to their newborn's doctor appointments. She brings us their story.
Because of COVID-19, many expecting mothers are having to go to doctor's appointments alone and only have one person there for delivery. And mothers like Chelsea Davis Granberry are asking hospitals to ease those restrictions.
I struggle with anxiety, so I was very anxious, from the beginning, especially because through my pregnancy, I had to do the appointments and everything alone.
Chelsea Davis Granberry gave birth nearly a month ago to her third child, Navy June Granberry. She says during her pregnancy, her experience going to appointments was okay.
The hospitals did try to make it very normal for us. Not a lot of talk about COVID or, what's going on. The only abnormal part was everybody's wearing masks.
But when Navy was born, doctors diagnosed her with Down syndrome.
They can detect Down syndrome on ultrasounds, but they had no indication that on her ultrasound she had Down syndrome. So it was 100% a birth diagnosis.
And today she says she's grateful they found at birth because that meant her husband was there to support her.
I'm very emotional, so had I found out at my appointments without him there or without anybody there, I don't know that I would have been able to handle that.
Now that Navy is home, Granberry says her frustration is growing because her husband isn't able to come to her occupational and physical therapy appointments.
They're actually working with her at such a young age, telling us exercises, telling us things to do because she does have Down syndrome. And when I'm taking all of that in by myself along with all the other information, one, it's hard to remember, and two, it's just very emotional.
She tells me she agrees the hospitals need to keep people safe, but she's hoping the restrictions will ease soon so her husband can go to the appointments with her.
Right, we can go out to eat, we can have parties, we can, invite people into our homes, but he can't come to our appointments together, and it makes me sad.
I did reach out to St. Vincent Hospital. That's where Navy is having her appointments, and they tell me that they are following CDC recommendations and guidelines, but they do offer iPads so a second parent or guardian can participate in the appointments virtually. I'm Kelsey Anderson, RTV 6.